So guys, since last episode we are on a 5-game winning streak. We have really started to hit the ground running now and our form is through the roof. As such, League One is starting to look very, very good for us. Let's get into this episode though for our tough games today in the league. So then guys, welcome back to the Stones Rolling On Up and now to episode 49. We're one away from the big 5-0 and as I've just said, our form has really kicked on since the last episode. If you did miss the previous one where we played off against Wigan and Blackpool, I'd highly recommend going and watching it. There'll be a link right above me for you to click on. But of course, when we did play the last episode, we did lose both matches. The first time it's happened on camera for quite some time. Before that, our form had been quite inconsistent. But since those games, we have really kicked on. And the team just seems to be gelling and working really well now. We've won, as I've already said, 5 games in a row in all competitions. 4 in the league, 1 in the stupid EFL trophy. And as a result, we are looking very, very tasty in League One, that's for sure. We first of all played off against Carlisle, who were 3rd from bottom, 2nd from bottom. They were very much a league strugglers at the time when we faced them, and we spanked them 3-1. We had 2 goals from the youngster Craig Thorpe, the young centre-back, who has really kicked on for us. He's looking very decent at the back, and I'm starting to consider actually making him a first-team player. He scored twice. We had 1 from Ike Ugbo on the penalty spot, and a very comfortable 3-1 victory. We then played Crawley at home, who again was struggling in the league as well. I think they were 21st at the time when we faced them, and we beat them 2-0 at home. Very comfy win. Really good defensive performance from us especially. Very, very happy with that game. Afterwards, we had a very tough game though away at Lincoln City, who were towards the top end of the table. I think they were at least definitely top half. But we again had another comfortable win against them. We beat them 2-0 away at Sincil Bank Stadium. And Martin Gillespie scored a brace in it. A very good performance from us once again. And I had no real complaints from this game at all. Afterwards, we then played Chelsea's under-23s in the stupid EFL trophy competition. I played very much a makeshift squad, put a lot of youngsters in the team. Dylan Munro, Aaron Joseph, for example. And we ended up winning that 1-0. It was a very drab match. Barely any fans turned up. For only 600 came to watch us play Chelsea's under-23 team. And so we got the job done. As a result, we have actually qualified to the knockout stages of that tournament. But as I've already said, I'm not fussed about it. There's a little bit of prize money in it, so it's not too bad on the prize money front. But it's a stupid competition, so we won't really be focusing on it unless we get to the later rounds with that. Afterwards, we then faced a very, very tough Bolton side at home, and we won that 4-2. We were 4-0 up in this, and then we conceded 2 very late goals, and they nearly scored a 3rd in like the 94th minute as well. So it could have gone very, very badly, but they kind of left it a little bit too late for their resurgence, did Bolton. So we managed to just about hold out and get the job done with them. As a result, though, from that in League One, we are now sitting back in the playoffs. We are up there in 4th place with a game in hand. We win our game in hand. We could even go into 2nd place. Really surprised, to be honest, how well we are doing. I do think we will keep kind of chopping and changing. We may be able to get a playoff spot, but I do not expect to be getting anywhere near the top 2, especially not 1st place. Middlesbrough are completely dominating most teams they're facing. They got relegated from the Championship last season, and their side is very, very strong, that's for sure. But today we've got 2 relatively difficult opponents. We've got 2 sides in the top half of the table. We first of all have Wycombe and then we have Ipswich Town. Ipswich we have already played this season in the EFL Trophy and we did beat them, but it was both teams played a very makeshift side, so it'll probably be a completely different game in today's episode. With the first game though, we have Wycombe. I believe it's away, and tactically we're going very much full strength. We're going with Lewis Ward in net, with Sean Hutchinson, Lillian Brassier, and as I've already mentioned, the youngster Craig Thorpe at the back. He has really done well. You can see in his past 5 games, he has a 7.72 rating. He is just playing phenomenally. He's played 8 games and scored 4 goals from centre-back. He's 6'5" and he's so good in the air, so he is just dominates set pieces. So he is very much being used by me at the moment. It's then Joel Senior at right back with Sam McCallum at left back, Cole Palmer and Maddie Smith are in midfield. Jan Dander starts just ahead of them. At the moment, Max Power is suspended once again. I think he's picked up 5 yellow cards, so he's now suspended for the next game. Hence why Dander is back in the side. It's then Martin Gillespie and Ike Ugbo up front. So very much a full strength team. So guys, let's get into this first game here away at Wycombe and see how we get on. So then, let's submit our side and see how we get on in this first game here with Wycombe. I'm hoping for a good result, considering the fact they are below us in the league. I know it's going to be tough because we are away from home, but as long as we don't lose a day in this game, I'll be pretty pleased. They're going with a flat 4-4-2, kind of one of our many kryptonite formations that we seem to always struggle against. I'm going to say to them, though, I want you to pick up where you left off from last time because, of course, we've been on such great form, both in the league and just in all competitions recently. Let's see if we can win here today. We are, of course, away, though. We are in the amber and black as well. But it's not going to be an easy game, that is for sure. Seems like we're whizzing through the opening few minutes of the game, though. It's just kind of passing right through everything. Although there is a highlight here now in the 10th minute. So Wycombe here with the ball. Come on, win the ball. Well done, Ugbo. Well done, son. Come on, Martin Gillespie. Come on, Martin. Come on. Ah, that's unlucky. Oh, I thought he was going to get that in then, but he sadly just couldn't quite squeeze the ball over the line. Not a bad little effort, though, to start the game off with, that's for sure. Just to let you know, guys, by the way, that coming out tomorrow, so what will be Tuesday, will be my first kind of little episode on FM21. Of course, with the game coming out in a few weeks' time, hopefully for the beta anyway, I'm going to be releasing a video just looking at some teams that you could possibly use for your first save once you get FM21. So basically, some interesting first save ideas for the beta once it's released. So if you want to have a look at that, feel free to take a look. And once it releases, you should find, hopefully, it will be linked on this video as well once the video is out the following day, and you should hopefully be able to find it if you look over the channel once it is released. But that is a frustrating thing that we've just done there because we've given away a stupid penalty, and Wycombe have a really good chance to score here, and they have Collar with the goal there. Will Collar. That's frustrating from us here. I think it's Adams Park is Wycombe's ground. Very disappointing way to begin the match, that's for sure. Still, it's only early days. It's not hopefully going to kill us off too quickly, that, although there's another highlight here. And Lewis Ward's dropped the ball. Oh, Lewis. Lewis Ward, what are you playing at? He's so often Mr. Consistent for us, and he's completely at fault for that goal. He comes out for the ball, looks like he's going to claim it. And then, I mean, should that be a foul on the goalkeeper, though? Because he had 2 hands on the ball, and then the defender or the player for Wycombe release seemed to run into him and just make him drop the ball. But still, regardless, it's counted. We can't get anything from it now. There's no VAR at this level. And it looks like we're 2-0 down. It could be about to come even worse. Oh, Wycombe going to get a third. They've hit the post. They very well could have scored a third goal then. We really do need to change something, I think. And I believe we're going to go 4-2-3-1. Let's just see what happens with this highlight here. Very frustrating opening few minutes of this game, that's for sure. Cole Palmer with the ball, though. McCallum now on it. Come on. Oh, Sam McCallum, right. I'm just going to pause it. Let's make the change, and then we'll see what happens with this highlight. Brassier can come off, I think. We'll go like this. We'll put Ugbo on the left, though. Inside forward on attack. McCallum pulled back. Senior pulled back as well. And I don't know. Do we make Hutchinson? No, we'll just leave it like this, I think. And then obviously we're on Tafani on the right. And see if doing this can make us any better, because we are just doing utterly just rubbish at the moment. We really are. We're seeing nothing from the lads, and it could well be a third here from Onyedimya, and thankfully it hasn't gone in, no. Wycombe are completely dominating us at the moment. We're struggling for possession. We're struggling to create chances. We're not defending anything. Such a poor performance from us. Considering how well we've been in the past 5 games, it's so frustrating when this just happens like this. The team just seems to just completely switch off, it would seem. No idea really why, but it just isn't working in this game. Really annoying. And come on, get the ball out, lads. Hutchinson, get rid of the ball, please. Okay, he has cleared it. Are we going to win it? No, we're not. And it looks like there's going to be another chance probably for Wycombe if they're going to get the ball forward here, which they have up to Fred Onyedimya. And unless we win this ball, McCallum has won it. He's lumped it up. I doubt Gillespie... Oh, Gillespie has won it. Come on, Martin. Come on, Martin Gillespie is through 1-on-1. And keeper's made a decent stop. We've been so good recently. We really have. After those 2 disappointing games on episode last time around, it looked like we had kind of turned a corner and had really kind of sharpened up and looked a lot more threatening, especially going forward, because of course we didn't score in either of those games that we lost as well. And then we were scoring goals for fun, looked really good defensively, and then today just it seems like an entirely different team has turned up for the match. It really does. I mean, it's still not even the end of the first half yet, and we are struggling. Joel Senior with a throw in here, though. Are we going to actually see something from the lads? I mean, Gillespie maybe. Oh, he's won it back, actually, Martin. Come on. Tafani now on it. Now Joel Senior up to Danda. I mean, we're looking a little bit better since the change. We've seen a highlight already from us, and as I'm saying that, Joel Senior loses the ball, and Doherty on it there, and he's put it wide, thankfully. Terrible effort. Come on, can we actually get to half-time? Because I want to absolutely rip into the lads, to be honest. We've been so poor. Right, we have done. Right, dressing room, aggressive, show me something else. We've been dreadful. Who do we take off? I'll maybe take off Kyle Palmer, because he's been very poor. In fact, we will do. We'll bring off Palmer, put Smith on that side so he goes box to box, and see if doing that can make us any better. Get Canas in the deep line playmaker role. I'm not too sure if it's going to make a huge difference, but he's played very poorly in this game so far, Cole Palmer, so I think it makes sense to take him off. Lovely ball to Farney. Gillespie, hit it. Oh, good save from Ingram in net. Really good effort there. That was a lot better. It was much quicker play, one-touch football, and unfortunately the keeper made a very decent save. Got a free kick here, though. Maddie Smith with it. He whips it in. He's missed by the keeper, and Gillespie has scored. Come on. A mistake from Wycombe's keeper as well. Makes it 1-1 on goalkeeping mistakes today. I still think Lewis Ward's was worse than that one, to be honest, but it gets us a goal. We are back in the match. Come on, we're going to say demand more. One more goal and it's level. I said at the beginning of the game I would take a draw. After what's happened so far in this one, I certainly would be happy with a draw today, because that first half from us was terrible. We're not seeing anything, though, for the past few minutes. I'm thinking we do make a change. I'm wondering if I push Ugbo up and bring on Monroe, and I am going to do that. We're going to go like this. Monroe can go as a poacher. Gillespie, he can play as a false 9, so I'm going to do this. It's going to be a bit of a weird formation, but I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to make McCallum more attacking on this side as well. It's a very strange formation, but let's give it a go. Maybe doing something like this could maybe throw off the Wycombe players. I've got no idea if this could work. I don't think I've even tried Gillespie as a false 9, but he can play it, so we'll give it a go. Oh, absolutely no idea. Oh, no, that's a great ball. Good save, Lewis Ward. Very good save. Right, we've only got a few minutes left. Let's go attacking, and let's go as demand more. I'm going to take Gillespie even off of that role. We're going to get him as a pressing forward on attack, and I'm going to put Canas as a Mazzala. I'm going to put Maddie Smith as a deep line playmaker. Oh, I don't know if we're getting anything from this. I don't think we are. More direct, maybe. Going to play wider. I don't think we're going to see anything, unfortunately. I really don't. Oh, we're not. We're going to lose 2-1. Another defeat on camera. What is going on with us at the moment? It seems the cameras come out and the players just go shy and forget how to play football. Going to say to them, I'll say unlucky. I don't really believe that, but it helps to keep the morale up. I would like to just kind of rip into them, to be honest. But we have lost that game very annoyingly. And as a result, we have dropped down now into 5th. We still have a game in hand. But if we win that, we would know the best we can get up to is in 3rd place. Still, though, we've got another game for this episode. We're going to be playing Ipswich at home. So I'll see you for that game in a few seconds. So, guys, we're now here ready for our second game of the episode. This time at home to Ipswich. And I've made a few changes to the squad that just kind of fumbled to that loss against Ipswich. It's going to be still Lewis Ward in there. I was very tempted to drop him after his mistake, but I am going to stick with him. It's then Dion Sanderson at the right centre-back with Harry Clark, who's now come in alongside Craig Thorpe. He's the only one of the centre-backs to keep his place. It's then Zach Swanson at right-back, Sam McCallum at left-back. Max Power comes back into the squad at the right central midfield role with Maddie Smith alongside him. Then Jan Danda up ahead with Martin Gillespie and Ike Ugbo both up front. So still a very strong side, but a lot of changes from the team that has just lost. Let's get into this game though at home to Ipswich and see if we can get a win today. So let's get our side submitted and see if we can get a win here with Ipswich. I am hoping for a much better performance. Last time out was terrible, really was. Ipswich, though, have got a very decent team. They got like Sam Gallagher, they got Josh Murphy and Mitch Kenlock and so on that side. It's a very decent side, but I am hoping for a good result. Let's get into the dressing room, though. I'm going to say to them that teams such as ours should be winning this match. Most of them seem to actually agree, which is a good sign. And I'm excited to the rest of them I have faith in them. So here we go. We're at home. We're still in the amber and black. Hopefully a better turnout this time. Obviously, if we lose this, it'll be another 2 games we lose on episode and in a row. So hopefully we don't have that happen. We've got an early corner though. Matty Smith here to the youngster Forbes. And Ugbo has scored from the ricochets in the box. It was a bit like pinball. But Ugbo has managed to finish that off there. It goes into the bottom right corner or bottom left corner even. And a good finish there from Mike. His 8th of the season. I think he's now our top goal scorer, is Ugbo. Bit unlucky from the Ipswich defender. Gets a good block in, but then falls straight back to Ugbo, who does finish. Thought I'd also let you know, guys, we've had our FA Cup draw, by the way. We've been drawn away to Swindon Town in the first round of the Cup. They're in the league below, so we should hopefully be favourites going into it, but it's going to be a very tough match. I don't think we'll be coming back for it next episode because it's going to be too quick of a jump. But if we get through to the next round of the Cup, we could well end up coming back for that. But Ipswich have a very dangerous free kick here, and that's a really good goal there from Emir Hughes, is that? I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. He's Welsh, isn't he? Hughes, and I think that's how you pronounce it, but very good free kick there on his left foot. Lewis Ward had no real chance really, and a very good finish, pretty much completely out of his reach. Very good effort there from their player. Ipswich are now, it's back at 1, all the deadlock has been reassumed basically. But it's another highlight here. It's very open matches, both this game and the previous game. Hopefully McCallum can clear that. He has done. Decent flick on there from Gillespie. Ugbo is through. He's got the pace surely to beat this man. Ike Ugbo. Come on, get the rebound, Ugbo. Oh, why didn't he just go for it? Normally the players always go for rebounds from stupid angles. And that tiny angle wasn't that stupid. He didn't go for it. Oh, that's disappointing. Should really have scored that though, Ugbo. Really should have done. He was through so easily. And the pace he could have gone around the keeper. He could have done so much better than what he did. Jed Steer got a good save though in the end. Still, we're keeping the ball nicely. Harry Clark with it here to Sanderson. Harry Clark and Sanderson both have kind of been a bit unlucky really with not getting selected more often. They haven't been dropped for any particular reason, just that I've enjoyed playing Hutchinson and Brassier. I just found that they were clicking very well. But they're getting the game out today, so if they impress me today, they may well carry on in the team, quite possibly. But we've got the ball here. Down to a very good pass out to Swanson. He's put it across the box. Ugbo hasn't got it, but McCallum has. And what a finish! Sam McCallum. Fantastic volley there. Unbelievable, really, from the left back. I don't know quite how he's pulled that out. Brilliant effort. Lovely pass there from Jan Dander. Brilliant ball across. Everyone kind of misses it. It kind of flies over Ugbo's head. Then McCallum just pings it into that top right corner. Fantastic effort from the lad. Don't quite know how he's pulled that off, considering the fact that his long shots and so on, he actually has 12 long shots, but he only has 8 finishing. So I'm unsure how he's managed that. But lovely goal nonetheless. Really, really good to see that from him. Sam McCallum I really do like, and I'm hoping at the end of this season we can kind of confirm him down to signing a full-time contract with us, because he's still obviously on loan, but his contract does end at the end of this season. So fingers crossed, as long as Norwich don't extend it, we can keep him here on a permanent deal. Can we get the ball out, please, here, lads? Oh, it's pinging everywhere, and thankfully, Johnson's shot there from Ipswich has gone wide. Can we get into half-time at 2-1 up? That would be perfect if we can do. It looks like we are. We are. Get in there. Very good first half from the lads. Going to say to them assertively, got to guard against complacency now. Most of them will seem to agree. The only one who didn't really like was Max Power, who I'm going to just moan at because he hasn't had a great performance. But let's go out here for the second half and see if we can get the job done and kill off Ipswich in this half. At the moment, Craig Thorpe, the young centre-back, was looking nervous, so I do wonder if I should take him off. I'll have a look around about the 60th minute. But Matty Smith there with a wonderful pass. Ike Ugbo, come on, son. Come on, Ugbo. Oh, goodness sake, he should have scored more than the 1 goal that he's scored so far today. Really should have done. He was onside, through clear on goal, but just couldn't beat Jed Steer in net. Ah, dearie me. I've made my mind up. I'm going to take off Craig Thorpe. We're going to be on Hutchinson. I'm going to swap Hutchinson and Sanderson over. Go along those lines. At the moment, I'm not going to make any other changes, but if we need to, I will make a change up there for Gillespie probably, and probably for Max Power, because both of them aren't really doing much for us. In fact, I am going to make a change for Max Power now. We'll get on Cole Palmer and go like that. Okay, let's see. We've got, what is it, 18 minutes plus stoppage time, so I have to see if we can keep the lead at the moment. At the moment, it's been very comfortable, very, very quiet second half so far. Really has been. That was a terrible effort there from Ipswich's player. I didn't see the name of who took it. Dreadful shot though. But we are kind of just whizzing through this half, and I'm all for that. The fact we've already got the lead, I'm happy for us to do it. And I am going to make us slightly more defensive, I think. We're going to go balanced. We're going to start doing a bit of time wasting. We're going to stop the overlaps on both fullbacks, and we'll make them both defensive as well. And I'm wondering if we bring on another midfielder. I'm going to take off Gillespie. I'm going to put him into the middle here. Bring on Canas, I reckon. And I'm going to make Canas more defensive, but put Maddie Smith to box to box. We'll go something like this. A bit of a weird formation. I'm actually going to put us on cautious as well and see if we can kind of kill the game off now with a bit more solidity in the midfield. And as soon as I've done that, Ipswich have a corner highlight of which, flipping heck, it's hit the post, and I thought it was going to go in off of Lewis Ward's body, but thankfully it didn't. Oh, goodness sake. Come on, guys. Right, nearly 90 minutes. Go defensive. Let's go full on time wasting. Stop passing to space. We'll drop the line deeper. Things like that. Come on, lads. Come on, we need this win. Come on. We've done it. Get in there, lads. Really good performance. Very quick second half. But it doesn't matter because we've got the job done. Brilliant game there from us. Beating Ipswich at home, a very tough side. Despite the fact they're lower down in the league than us, they are a very difficult side to beat. Keeps us in 5th place. We still have our game in hand over Peterborough as well, which now if we win, we will once again leapfrog them back up into 2nd place because Peterborough have lost today. Very good outcome there from that game, that's for sure. Let's take a look at our schedule and we'll see what we're going to come back for next time around. I reckon, even though we have the FA Cup game coming up, which I've already mentioned, where we're playing Swindon, I think it makes sense for us to get into December. Of course, we want to move these bigger jumps and so on, as I've already mentioned in previous episodes. And we have got a very, very difficult game early on in December when we face off against Middlesbrough, who are, of course, top of the league. They are top by a distance. They are by far the best team in the league after getting relegated from the Championship last year. They've got the likes of Britt Sombalonga up front, who is a deadly striker at this level, that's for sure. So we'll definitely come back for that game. I think if we get through to the second round in the FA Cup, the second round may well be taking place around this time. So we could be coming back for that game as well as the Borough game. If not, it will probably be Walsall or Accrington. We'll wait and see kind of what happens with the scheduling and things like that. But definitely we will be facing off against Middlesbrough next episode. So guys, that just about wraps up today's episode, and to be honest, not too bad performances from us today. Of course, the first game against Wycombe was pretty poor because of the fact we did lose that 2-1 and we had a few mistakes by the players, especially Lewis Ward. But the second game at home to Ipswich was a lot better and we ended up obviously winning that 2-1 as has just happened. So much better from the lads in that second game, that's for sure. It keeps us firmly in the playoffs and we still have a game in hand, so we could well be even higher when we come back for next episode. And of course, when we do come back, we will be having a very, very tough game with Middlesbrough. The league title favourites, really, you have to say, and by far the strongest side in our division. So definitely will be a tough game when we do come back. Of course, hey guys, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do chuck a like on it. It really does help the channel out. And also let me know down in the comment section, do you reckon when we come back to face Middlesbrough next time around, we'll be able to get the job done against them? Finally though guys, of course, if you are looking forward to seeing any more of my content, whether that be in the Stones Rolling On Up series or any of my experiments videos, I still have probably one more planned to come out before the end of FM20, and as well with the upcoming FM21 content coming, do make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything here on LS Plays FM. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you again next time.